welcome back to The Express at Tanglebank Gardens in Abbotsford. Now, it's not just pollen in the air from all the spring blooms. Did you know there are actually invisible cosmic particles passing through you right now? Yeah, well, we're off to the H.R. MacMillan Space Center to make them visible.
Well, people of Earth, I don't want to freak you out right now, but there are millions and millions of particles passing through your body, completely undetected by you. Now, should you be worried about that? Well, Raminder here at the H.R. MacMillan Space Center is going to tell you, no, there is no need to be worried about these millions and millions of particles passing through your body right now. In fact, we have a way of detecting those particles with our cloud chamber right here. So Raminder, why are we safe?
Okay, so there's two types of particles that are passing through our body right now.
Okay.
One is the neutrino, which physicists are having a hard time detecting even today.
Okay.
We don't need to worry about that.
No need to worry about neutrinos.
Right? And then there's cosmic ray muons. They just pass right through us and they don't interact with anything.
Because that freaks me out. It freaks me out to think that there are things passing right through me right now. In fact, this cloud chamber can detect them. So I see this. I put my hand over this thing, and under my hand, it's picking up these particles. So they're obviously passing through the roof, through my hand, and then into this cloud chamber.
What happens is in space, you're having there's some sources of cosmic rays, sometimes like black holes or something like that, and it creates a cosmic ray. What that is a proton or neutron moving at very, very high speed, very close to the speed of light. So those particles, they come to our atmosphere, and then they break apart. They release a shower of other particles.
Okay.
One of those is the muon. That's the only one that can survive from the high in our atmosphere down to here in the Earth. So inside here, you're seeing alcohol dripping. The alcohol, what it does is it saturates the air. And as the muons pass through, they interact with some of the particles inside the air here. There's two types of particles we can detect here. There are alpha particles and beta particles. In other words, it's helium nuclei. So helium is the gas we're all familiar with in the party balloons, but this is just the nuclei. So this is somewhat reactive. It's radioactive. It's nothing to be scared of, though.
And what are the really long ones?
The really long ones are electrons.
Okay.
So those are smaller and lighter. So that's why they're able to survive a lot longer, because they don't interact that much, and they just bounce around.
Cool. Excellent. So if you do find yourself down here at the H.R. MacMillan Space Center, tucked over in a corner is this cloud chamber, and literally it is really fascinating. You know, if you look at it really quickly, you might think there's nothing there, but come over, spend a couple of moments here, and you'll just see the amount of these particles that are passing through our atmosphere, passing through us, and then heading into the ground.
Yeah.
I assume. That is cool, but nothing to be afraid of.
Nope, nothing.
Nothing to be afraid of. So there you have it for the Express here at the H.R. MacMillan Space Center. I am Cam Cronin.
I'm Raminder Samra.
And don't panic. We're all going to be fine. Particles or no particles, we don't have to worry.
Puffy white clouds in the cloud chamber. Kind of makes me think of those big poofy white wedding dresses. You know, the good, the bad, and the abandoned. Well, they don't have to be. J'Adore Encore is a party where you get to wear your old wedding dress again.
Carrots Wedding Bells is brought to you by Carrots, online at carrots.com.
Hi, I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Wedding Bells.
I just got engaged.
And I did not. We're on an adventure to plan the big day.
You dream about your wedding dress your whole life, but you only get to wear it that one time. So, we hosted J'Adore Encore.
A wear it again party, whether wedding, bridesmaid, or prom dress. Fabulous invitations designed by Flipside Creative were sent out.
And we even had a pink carpet.
Bum, bum, ba, bum.
I didn't clean my dress because they wanted to charge me more to clean it than I paid for it.
I bought it before I knew my venue, and then my father said, no way, you're not wearing this dress.
Too much cleavage.
They've had to, too.
Thank you.
We love them too, thanks to Paint Entertainment.
The butterflies are coming back. 3 generations of wedding dresses. How long ago were you married?
43 years. Still fit into your wedding dress from 1967.
Yes. How did she? That was fast math.
Look at sorority posing!
This is one of my bridesmaids' dresses.
Oh, I see
really
it.
wanted to wear my actual dress.
Did you spill wine all over it?
It was a little dirty.
What's the bridesmaid whose dress you took doing tonight then?
Where's your wedding dress?
It's boxed. It's like been mummified.
I finally got it into it. Took about 2 people and a lot of time.
What are you wearing?
My princess wedding dress.
Very nice.
This event was beautiful because when my husband and I were getting me ready, it was like reminiscing about our times. So thanks you for, inspiring us.
The pink carpet made everyone feel like a movie star. And then we strutted our stuff in the fashion show. What were we thinking? We're not models.
Thank goodness Brock's Modern Bridesmaid makes everyone look fabulous.
Here comes the bride.
Oh, Isabel's wedding gowns.
All the vendors had given away fabulous prizes.
And it goes to the hottest divorcee here, Miss Katie Summers.
It takes a lot to be a hot divorcee.
DJ Two Scoops got the party going.
Vancouver photo booth was a hit. Aubrey and I were trying to guess what Corey Caricatures was drawing.
I'm gonna guess, tandem bike.
No, we're on thrones.
Oh, we're cute. A quick bite with Savory Chef, delicious. And Sweet Retreats had saved us the last 2 cupcakes. I'm always sad when a party's over.
Aw, don't worry, Aubrey. Fabrice Grover Photography captured all of the memories. Given the excuse, any woman is excited to wear her wedding dress again.
J'Adore Encore was a success. You're right, Sarah. Every girl does want a reason to slip back into her wedding gown.
Next year, I can wear my wedding dress.
For Shaw TV, we're the Wedding Bells.
Carrots Wedding Bells has been brought to you by Carrots, online at carrots.com.
Looked like a fun party, but the average cost of cleaning a wedding dress is $500. Just one more reason to rent your dress. Now you're watching The Express, and we're going to be all about the music up next.
After the break, the music scene at Nanaimo's Queen's Hotel.
Last night we did a hip-hop show. Last Friday night we did a Johnny Cash show.
Jazz Cats, Trombone Shorty, and Orleans Avenue. The Express. This is your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
Hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by The Lounge Hair Studio. LoungeHairStudio.com.
What's your thing? Bugs.
Everybody's gotta have a thing.
My thing's sound effects. Here's a T-Rex.
Nobody's good at everything. And everybody's good at something. What's your thing?
Welcome back to The Express at Tanglebank Gardens in Abbotsford. Such a great energy out here with all the beautiful scenery and all the fresh flowers. And really it is a vibe that makes a venue, don't you think? Whether it's live plants or live music. Up next on the show, we're road tripping to the Queen's Hotel in Nanaimo.
Quality Assured Collision Road Trip is brought to you by Quality Assured Collision Services and our network of 18 auto body shops across BC.
Today's road trip takes us to the heart of Nanaimo's historical downtown, the Queen's. It was built in 1892 and is a good example of Italianate styling that was popular in the 19th century.
But it wasn't until a few years later that it was actually known as the Queens. It started out as the International Hotel.
The Queens Hotel is a reminder of Nanaimo's early beginnings as a mining town, when a majority of transient single men used the hotel as affordable living accommodations. The ground floor saloons were the social centers. It was a stripper bar for a while, but in 1981 underwent extensive renovations and has been a music venue ever since.
A lot of people that haven't been out for a long time and they haven't been to the Queens for many, many years, and they just assume that it was a rough and tumble place to be, a biker bar, a redneck stop, or anything like that. But you know, again, it's because they haven't been out. When they do come out and they come back and see how much has changed, they realize that it's not that place anymore.
This stage is empty during the day, but at night, and that is every night, there is live music here. It's a hot spot for local musicians, but the big boys, before they got too big, have graced this stage as well.
Ron Sexsmith has played here.
It's been 1 week since you looked.
So have the Bare Naked Ladies. David Wilcox, James Cotton, Sweatshop Union,
In the place with amazing grace moving in and
Big Sugar, and the list goes on and on and on.
You can't live on one demographic. You know, so last night we did a hip hop show. Last Friday night we did a Johnny Cash show. Our audience was probably over 40. You know, last night our audience was well under 40. So we have to have a pretty wide demographic in order to keep it moving. We don't get them at the zenith of their career, that's for sure. You know, like, I mean, Nickelback played here on the way up, and we'll see them on the way back down as well, probably. You know, if that's as funny as that sounds.
If the walls here at the Queens could talk, the stories they would tell. But obviously they can't, so the storytelling is left up to the staff.
How's your drink over there?
Billy Marlowe has been a bartender here at the Queens for more than 32 years.
My first day here, do you want to know how I got hired? I walked in to this bar about 1 in the afternoon. I had a full beard I hadn't shaved for 3 or 4 days. And I said to Dell's gone now, but I said to Dell, I said, if you're looking for a bartender, I'm the best you can find.
Billy got a call later that day. If he shaved his beard, he might have a job. He worked one shift and has been here ever since. That was 1978.
There's an old joke that everybody says I'm going to be 70 years old, pushing in a wheelchair saying, do you want a beer? But I don't think so. Yeah, it's been good to me. I'd miss it if I left now.
So the Queens is not a biker bar, as rumors sometimes claim. It's not rough and tumble, but it is one of the only venues in British Columbia that has live music every day of the week, every day of the year. It's a party place, and a place to visit with old friends, and a place for musicians to work and play. In Nanaimo for a Quality Assured Collision Road Trip, I'm Kait Burgan.
Quality Assured Collision Road Trip has been brought to you by Quality Assured Collision Services and our network of 18 auto body shops across BC.
Lots of fun to be had on Vancouver Island and a little closer to home. We're shining our express spotlight on local events. Aimed at all levels, each celebrity cooking class will focus on a specialty, like Asian fusion, seafood, or sustainable ingredients. Guests will discover expert techniques that can be adapted for use in any home kitchen. Backed by popular demand, this dynamic VOC Sweet Soul Gospel Choir mixes together the sounds of Hawaiian, calypso, reggae, soul, gospel, R&B, and jazz. Rare Finds hosts their signature fundraising event to raise awareness and funds for children who've been touched by rare or undiagnosed diseases. Also, as I mentioned earlier, here at Tanglebank Gardens in Abbotsford, they're holding a spring container workshop on April the 2nd. They'll also give you advice on making moss hanging baskets April 16th and the 23rd. Now that's it for today's Express. I'm Johanna Warden on behalf of all of us on the show. Thanks so much for watching. We're going to leave you with an early bird preview of the Jazz Festival, and we'll see you next time.